Hi everyone, Heather Valentin here today, and today we're going to be blending with Ohuhu brush markers. For today's art tutorial, I will be using my set of 72 count Ohuhu brush alcohol markers along with their Ohuhu 8x inch marker pad. This comes with 78 sheets. It's 120 pound paper, very durable, smooth, heavyweight, really no bleeding or smudging on this paper. So it's a really nice combo with their markers and their paper. So without further ado, let's get started. I've already gone ahead and drawn in some circle templates on my paper. And now I'm going to be doing a one color gradient blend. This is a very, very easy, basic beginner's blend. You can use this technique not just for doing circles, but really on any kind of coloring or artwork that you may be doing. Basically coloring your whole entire area, one smooth layer, go back about a third into your original layer and do 2/3 of your second coat. Then come back about 2/3 in and do another layer, the final third. And this way you'll have, and make sure, before I forget, make sure that each layer has dried thoroughly. This will create a very beautiful one color gradient blend. Our next one is a multicolor gradient blend. I kind of chose monochromatic colors all in shades of blue for this. You're going to take your artwork or your piece that you're coloring, for instance my circle this time, I'm going to separate it into 3 separate layers, a third, a third, and a third. The lightest color, the medium color, then the darkest color. Then once I have those, and when I layer them down, I'm going to make sure that they're brushing up against each layer. I'm going to come back with my lightest color, and in between the lightest and the medium color, I'm going to go ahead and go over the line, and I'm going to resaturate the paper and that pigment and blend out those two colors. And I'm going to do the same thing with the medium to the darker color. You're going to resaturate those lines. You're going to pull in the color into both areas. And this is going to create a very beautiful gradient multicolor blend. Now this next blend is really fun. I'm going to use 4 colors on this. And this is, a lot of people refer to it as a dot blend. This is actually pointillism. What it is creating a whole bunch of dots. The closer the dots, the heavier shaded area it's going to be. The more dots, or the more sparse the dots, kind of hard to say here, the lighter the area is going to be. So I kind of used a medium layering and closeness of the dots, the pointillism. I've done my light, since I'm using 4 colors, I've gone ahead and segmented my circle into 4 parts. So my light, my second darkest, my third darkest, and my fourth darkest. And when you do these little dots, when you're doing your layers, you want to make sure that that next color that you use, once you have your first basic color done in that first quarter, your second color kind of dots into your other colors and so on. And this makes a very interesting, unique blend. The next blend we're doing is a feathered blend, or what a lot of people refer to it as flicking. This is basically touching the paper with your marker and then sweeping it up. So you have this nice kind of feathered look to it. I've used 3 colors here. You're going to go ahead and do your circle in the lightest color, and in the flicking, when you, like, I'm working on this ball, so I want, or this circle, so I want this ball to somewhat, this sphere to be kind of realistic. So I'm going to flick from the outside. I'm going to lay down my pencil and come into that center of that ball, lifting it up. So it's going to create another type of highlight there. But you're going to go ahead and do light, medium, a little darker, and then your darkest blend, and blend it all in. The last one is a gradient blend. I've chosen shades of gray, 4 of them, going to go ahead and basically do the same technique as I did up in that multicolored blend, that blue circle. So each section has been sectioned off. When I have all the layers dry, okay, I'm going to take the colorless blender and I'm going to go over the entire circle, area by area. You want to be careful not to oversaturate this. Because you may have to go back in and recolor it with your markers to make sure there are really no streaks or any area that that colorless blender has really saturated and removed some of the ink. This is a really fun technique and makes a beautiful, beautiful gradient blend. Like I said, if you need to and you've added too much of the blender, go back in with your other markers. I hope you've enjoyed today's blend. Get a set of these markers. They are perfect.